did some analysis, and I wanted to touch on the reason why I feel that the Montreal Canadiens should be able to defeat the Buffalo Sabres. Number one, the Buffalo is badly injured. They have a lot of their top players injured. Auslund is injured, Sam Carrick is injured, we have Jiri Kulich injured, and we have Justin Danforth. They are all not at 100%, and they've been ruled out for the second round. So this is a good pathway for the Montreal Canadiens to just win, because it kind of forces Buffalo to shorten their bench a bit. So they have to work harder and rely heavily on their top line. And, if this is very, very dangerous for a team like Buffalo Sabres, which in the beginning of the season, the way they started, it was looking like they were going nowhere, but they caught fire towards middle of the season. And right now, they're at second stage because they were able to make easy of their first round as well. But Montreal should be able to beat these guys. The second reason I put on my analysis is Montreal has survived a tougher opponent in their first round, which is the Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is a much tougher opponent than Buffalo Sabres. And Montreal has survived them with a lot of young core. With where the young guys are playing, with Stavlovsky, or Nick Suzuki playing at a very high level. All those guys, they've done well. Then Jacob Dobbs has improved. He's entering this series with a 2.033 on GAA and 0.923 on save percentage. So Dobbs should be able to help them in this series. That's an elite performance by a rookie goaltender for that matter. Buffalo has Luukkonen. You understand? And he sits at about 4.20 on GA and 0.825 on SV percentage. That's a massive gap. So it means that if you look at matchup between goaltenders, Dobbs goes into this series more motivated to win. Montreal has a young team, Nick Suzuki, less than 27, Pavlovsky, less than 27. A lot of their key guys, they are playing very, very well at a high level. Even their goaltender too is less than 27. So it's a young team. And I think they are ready to be able to go deep into the playoffs. The third part is goaltending is also an edge, which I just talked about. Montreal is a special team. They are stronger. If you look at some of their percentages all throughout the season, they rank 5th in power play percentage, about 9.2%. That they are 10th on penalty kill, about 82.8%, compared to even an Oilers that is on about roughly less than 30%. So they've been an average team all season. Buffalo that they are facing, they rank 16th on the power play, which is about 4.2%. If you look at it generally, they are dead last on playoff teams, generally, and they are 6th on penalty kills, generally. So if Buffalo can score on that man advantage, Montreal can dictate the pace and still even gain momentum, while sometimes they can be short-handed. So if you look at the face-off dominance, generally, Montreal is a team that is more prepared. They are doing about 55.6% of face-off, and they are third in the playoffs right now, while Buffalo sits at 43.8% and they are 15th. So there's a big gap in those two teams. The reason why this matters is because when you're looking at Montreal's top line, we have Slavkovsky, we have Suzuki, we also have Caulfield. Those three young guys, they thrive when they start in the puck. When you start them in any match, those guys will always thrive. So that's why they are going into this more motivated than ever. And I really like what I'm seeing from them. Montreal's defensive structure matches well with Buffalo's style. I've looked at Buffalo's style and I came up with my analysis. I see that Buffalo, they're able to generate high volume. You understand? On their shot attempt, they are doing about 31.7 per game, while Montreal allows only 28 shots on average. Even though in that game 7 they just played against Tampa Bay, they had 9 attempts and they scored 2 goals. That is the shortest number of attempts in a game 7 that I've seen in a very long time. So it means that they are very effective with the little chances they have. 9 shots compared to the 12 and above, which Tampa Bay had if you are looking at each of the periods. So they are a top 10 defensive team, which is the Montreal team, and the ability to kind of limit high danger chances, I believe they can neutralize Buffalo much better. Shout out to the Montreal team. Even though I support the Oilers, but we just have one more Canadian team left, and that's the Montreal Canadiens. We have to give them all the support we can give as they go into this matchup,